Hello everybody, it's VerticalSandwich. Welcome back to new Dragon Quest VIII bonus video stuff. At the end of the Heavenly Dais is this altar. And on the altar is, well, this guy. This guy.
Why do humans dare to appear before me? Perhaps to offer themselves as sacrifices. Very well. Your wish is granted.
Okay, so the fact that he talks in his dragon form and is unreasonable really shows that, like, he must, like, literally have... His mind must have completely changed. It would be something if, like, he had turned feral and didn't talk and was just being hyper-aggressive. But, like, he obviously has an aggressive dragon consciousness. Whereas in his human forms, he is, you know, I guess reasonable. So we do have a second Timbrel of Tension now, and clearly the Divine Bustier for Jessica. So this will be the first in something like 7 battles with these giant dragons. It's 7 or 8. I don't even... And if you count, like, a certain... Well, whatever. And we'll be going over that, of course, when we fight the Lord of the Dragovians for fun later. I have a bunch of congestion behind my right ear. And it makes it a little bit of an issue to record. But mostly just because of, like, sinus drainage and stuff like that. I'll be fine. It's not... So essentially, I mean, we're just gonna... You know, we're just trying to do damage at this point. I mean, and that's all we're gonna do. Essentially, we're just doing this to unlock. Well, a bunch of stuff, but now he is a double attacker. I don't know if the basic form of the Lord of Dragovians can do desperate attacks, but most later forms can. Because there will be other forms of this dragon. It will be different colored, and it will have different abilities. It depends. Like, one of them will just be all about tensing itself up and attacking. And one of them will all be about, like, crazy status-altering breath weapons and stuff. I believe one of them will be incredibly resistant to physical attacks. It's very weird. But I mean, you know, hands down, these are the hardest bodies in the game. You know, you will have to. Well, at least I have had to level up past the level, I think, 65 to get, you know, to run this dungeon to the end, essentially. We do it in the Let's Play. The Let's Play runs the entire game all the way to the end. I mean, Jessica is at this point, Jessica is like our greatest asset. Like, essentially, since our hero gets turned into a healer. And that's the biggest problem, like, with an Angelo free playthrough, is what I found is, And later there will be a very interesting complication with having only 3 players. But yeah, there are a couple bottleneck areas in the game where you lose a player automatically, or you need all 4 players. And like one of them is the fight with Evil Jessica, where you clearly have lost Jessica. So an Angela free playthrough has only 2 people, which wasn't a big problem. The second is where you have to fight Rapthorn, and you have to have everybody alive, which is a big problem if you haven't leveled up a character. That would be a problem for any kind of character-less playthrough, I suppose. And the third is going to be on this guy. And again, we'll explain that. It has to do with the Lord of Dragovians being restored and stuff, but... So we're using the Uber Falcon Blade to do the 4 damage. Like 4 reasonable shots of damage. Intimidating Scream is something you'll get from the Lord of the Dragovians quite a bit. And it's obnoxious. Knocking you down has multiple effects. I mean, like, it clearly takes away your turn. I think it knocks away any amount of tension you have. Which, that's the big one right there. Because a lot of these fights will be about keeping people alive long enough to tense them up to crazy high levels and do ridiculous amounts of damage. At least that's how I run them. God, you missed. Yeah, I mean, that's always, and the issue is always that fighting, fighting these fights is kind of telling when you're ready for the next one and how you're going to deal with it. Some of that's a little rough. Hey, you can always save and try, and if it doesn't work out, then grind and save and try, and things like that. I actually currently have people around the area of level 60, and I'm having trouble getting through the 3rd version of this, so... And the next gigantic leap in kind of things going on is at level 65. Because your hero gets a skill at level 65. That's kind of a... It seems like kind of a game breaker, but in this, like, kind of playthrough, it may not be. I may have to grind people up well past level 70. I don't know. Or even to 99. I don't know. It would certainly be interesting to see players at level 99, but getting up to 99 is so rough. Like, I don't think I've ever gotten a character past level 70 in this game. Because grinding becomes so tough when the most you can kind of get out of a fight without exploiting glitches is probably 50 to 60,000. Like, and that's, you've got to have, like, some King Metal Slimes, or a King Metal Slime, and then multiple, like, Liquid Metal Slimes. You have to get really lucky with your critical hits and things. But you can exploit an ability with an enemy in the Dragon Graveyard if you're lucky, and resurrect a Liquid Metal Slime over and over and over and keep killing it. And I know that's resulted in like 150,000 experience points and stuff, so you can do that. There also are enemies that call for backup, and you can exploit them to kind of get higher numbers, but most of them are so, an individual is such a low level that it's a little rough. I mean, to put up any amazing numbers. So yeah, I don't know, because at this point, we're in an area where it's, over 100,000 experience points between each level. So, I mean, even if we could, hit liquid metal slimes or king metal slimes every 10th fight, that would still, you know, it's still a while to level up. So, now that we have defeated the Lord of the Dragovians, he will return to his human form, or his Dragovian form. I don't know. I don't know what the technical term for that is. It doesn't make a lot of sense for me, or to me, for me. And the dragon forms of the Lord of the Dragovian will always have a seed of skill drop. If you can steal from them, you will always steal a seed of skill. If they drop anything, it'll be a seed of skill. But sometimes they don't do either. You know, you can't steal and he doesn't drop, so...
What have I done? After the ritual, everything felt wrong. As though I were entangled in the threads of some enduring nightmare.
Well, he remembers the time.
What are humans doing here? No, I remember now. You confronted me when I was out of control. Brave humans, you have my gratitude. Had you not put an end to my madness, it would have meant the end of the Dragovian race.
Yeah, we can't have that.
I decided to abandon my human form, yet it was humans who rescued me. It appears my decision was a grave mistake.
It was, and don't you forget it.
How can this be?
So he knows this too.
You saved me. No, you saved all of the Dragovians. What a strange hand fate has dealt us.
How come he knows who you are, Gav? And what's all this about fate?
Yeah, there you go.
It seems you remain unaware of your true origins. Or perhaps your memories have yet to be reawakened.
Well, either or.
Very well. You are the child of a human father and a Dragovian mother. The blood of both races runs through your veins.
Ha-ha!
But of that I will speak no further. Consult your grandfather if you wish to know more. Chen Mui, I sense your presence. Reveal yourself.
Yeah. Alright, so there's like the least surprising surprise ever.
Your penetrating gaze would see through my disguise, my lord. Forgive me. I apologize for hiding my identity from you for so long.
And for all those times I crapped in your pocket.
I am your grandfather. I disguised myself as Munchie so that I could travel alongside you and see that you were all right.
Alright.
I understand you must be shocked. Anyone would be.
Yeah, I left it on this shock screen for a long time. So, like, because I just find it absolutely, like, stuff like that is fantastic. Also, where did Angelo come from? He shouldn't be alive.
And now, I will fulfill my promise to unravel the mystery of your birth for you. It is quite a long tale, however. May I suggest we adjourn to my home, where we can speak at our leisure.
Alright, so we will be dealing with Munchie's story next video. Cause, why not? I mean, it makes sense, I guess.
Once Chen Mui has satisfied your curiosity,
yeah, we have to go talk to him
there
again.
is still much for us to discuss as well. You have earned the right to undertake the Dragovian trials.
So there. Alright, everybody. So we'll end up back at the house, and when we come back, Chen Mui's story about our, you know, birth and whatever else happened to us. And I will see you guys for that. And,
there is something I would like
take
to
care.
give you.
Bye, everybody.
Follow me.